In today's video, I'm going to be discussing my 5 biggest hazards as a blind person in the kitchen. Come on with me, I'll discuss what they are. Hazard number 1, an open cupboard door. So your spouse is in the kitchen, she's there cooking, and you walk into the kitchen unknowingly, and you walk right into a door. This has happened to me many times, as you can, if you can't see the video, this cupboard door here is like perfect face height for me. So when I walk in, right up to the countertop, the door is wide open and you can possibly hit your face on it. I've done that many times where the door is left open and I walk up and I just hit my face right on the door. So one rule in our house is always, if you go into a cupboard, the rule is close the door when you're done in it. So hazard number 1, an opened cupboard door. Hazard number 2, an open drawer. Just like the door, an open drawer, whether it's left open all the way or just a little bit, it can be a huge hazard, because here in the kitchen, many times when we're cooking or we're preparing a meal, we're going in and out of drawers multiple times, grabbing utensils and setting the table. So maybe sometimes we'll leave a drawer open occasionally, but again, just like the door, we have a rule in our house that the doors and drawers are always pushed closed after we take out anything that we want, because there's been many times that I've walked into the kitchen and I don't even know that the drawer is open and I walk right into it. So not only is that a hazard for me, but I could potentially break something in the kitchen here. So when we close drawers, we always want to make sure that they're fully closed, because there's been many times where the drawer will be open maybe 3 inches and that's still a hazard too. So always push the drawers closed and the doors, cupboard doors in the kitchen. Hazard number 3, a glass of water on the countertop. Actually, I was just feeling around for it when I was going to go for my example here, and I actually didn't even know where it is. So honestly, I'm looking at the countertop right now. I can see the countertop looks very dark to me. I literally don't see the glass at all. So this is a huge hazard in our house. It doesn't matter what color the glass is or what color the countertop is. I knock over so many glasses all the time, of water, of coffee, of juice, milk. It doesn't matter. You name it. If it's in a cup, I probably have tipped it over multiple times. So a huge hazard for me is glasses in the countertop with water or anything just set there, because I don't see them. So when I'm preparing a meal or I'm setting the table or I'm getting dishes or I'm even emptying the dishwasher, if there's glasses set on the countertop, I guarantee you I will knock at least a couple of them over. So what we like to do in our house, when we have glasses of water or anything that could potentially be knocked over, we like to make sure that it's always set way off to the side here, up against the wall, so that I'm less likely to knock it over. And we always use a similar like location that we put our glasses so that it's consistent. We always have our glasses in the same area in the kitchen. So hazard number
can I also pipe in quick? We also use plastic. We don't use glass at our house. So I mean, obviously like Pyrex are made out of glass, but we do not use glass cups at our house.
Exactly.
Because if you knock over a cup, it's spilled milk. If you knock over a glass, it is shards of glass all over your kitchen.
Exactly. So, exactly. We use plastic at our house. For this example, we actually chose a glass because, I mean, literally,
we live dangerously, and we thought, like, if he actually knocks it over and there's shards of glass everywhere, this might go viral. Perfect.
So, hazard number 3, glasses on the countertop that are just left alone in the middle of the counter and not actually set over to the side. Hazard number 4, an open dishwasher door. This is a great one for the shins. I've actually recently, we've had this incident quite a few times in our kitchen where we get done eating. The first thing we do is we go over to the sink, we rinse our dishes, and then we load up the dishwasher. Well, sometimes accidentally we leave the dishwasher door open because we're still kind of cleaning up the kitchen and we don't know what else to put in there. So sometimes the door is accidentally left open. Well, then here I come walking around the corner and I bang into it with my shins. So again, not only does that hurt my shins, but it could potentially break something. So we always have, again, another rule in our kitchen, just like everything else. When we're done using it, make sure to close it. It's so easy and so simple. Just pick it up and just close it. I mean, it's so easy. Unless we're actively loading it or unloading it, we always just make sure that we just have the dishwasher door closed when we're done with it. And finally, hazard number 5, sitting at the table, enjoying my meal, and I decide, well, time to get up now. I'm gonna go in the kitchen. Oh shit. There's the door, there's a chair here left out. Because the last person that was eating decided to just get up and be an animal and leave their chair out. So hazard number 5 is the infamous chair that hasn't been pushed in. So this one I absolutely hate. People apparently don't know how to push their chairs in ever. And you see this in restaurants and everything all the time. People that don't push their chairs in. I think it's just obnoxious. But I find that this one is probably like the biggest hazard, because I trip on chairs all the time. I don't know that people don't push them in. I just assume that when someone gets up from a table, they typically would push their chair in. But always be aware, this is, I would say, a big one in our house. The rule always is, when you get up from the table, push your chair in right away. It's just so easy to do. So these are our 5 biggest hazards for me as a blind person in the kitchen. Again, running through them: cupboard doors that are left open, cupboard drawers that are left open either all the way or just slightly, glasses of water or any type of glasses or vessels that are left on the countertop that can potentially be knocked over when I can't see them. Hazard number 4 is the dishwasher door left open. And then hazard number 5 being chairs that haven't been pushed in. So I always like to do, when I get up from my seat after eating dinner or lunch or any reason that I'm sitting at the table, I always like to push my chair in. I just feel like it's courteous to other people too. So those are my biggest 5 biggest hazards in the kitchen as a blind person. So if you're new to the channel, do me a huge favor, subscribe to the channel. And we always really enjoy getting to know all of you and just sharing our stories and hopefully helpful, valuable information for all of you. So again, leave any comments or questions you have down below, and we answer every comment that comes into us. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you soon.